A warm welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. Today we have the Living Souls whiskey on my cask, or one of the Living Souls. This is an independent bottler, and it's called 99 and 1. It's 46.3 ABV, uncolored, unchill filtered, and costs €72.90. So 99 and 1. What does this stand for? Well, this is an experiment, an unexpected experiment by mixing whiskies, and this is a blended Scotch whiskey. But 99% of that is 18-year-old Ledaig whiskey, Ledaig Single Malt whiskey. This is the name of the distillery pronounced in typical English. In Scotch Gaelic, it's called Ledaig. Yeah, so this is it. So 18-year-old Ledaig is 99%, and 1% is a grain whiskey from a single cask, so a single grain whiskey. And during the mixing process, this 1% Ledaig single grain from an unknown distillery, for me unknown, they would know what it is, made its way into this whiskey. So this is from the typical tasting experience. It is an 18-year-old Ledaig. So, but you can't name it that way, so it's a blended Scotch whiskey. There's a wonderful label on it. It's a more elegant bottle than the standard liquor bottle, and it's called Most Heavily Peated. The Ledaig whiskey comes from the Tobermory Distillery, and this Tobermory Distillery produces two kinds of whiskey: the unpeated, the non-smoky whiskey that's called Tobermory, which was a few decades ago called a blended malt whiskey without an age statement. Then they increased to 10 years. Then they made it to a single malt, and then it grew older and got more and more reputation. And then people experienced there's a second one, the Ledaig from the Tobermory Distillery from the Isle of Mull. And from then on, this was a wonderful success story for the Tobermory Distillery and its Ledaig. Wow. Where is it? Here it is. Smoky, smoky, smoky. So this is uncolored, and have a look. 18 years of age here in front of my white shirt. And what do they tell here? At Living Souls, we capture the mysterious art of whiskey making, where beyond the science of production lies the inexplicable creation of flavor and release. Limited edition small batch spirit masterpieces. The release is a phenomenal 3-year-old blended Scotch, and came about due to a happy accident where a hint of grain met a heavily peated island malt. Imagine yourself in a vibrant spice market enveloped in rich sherried fruitiness and smoky aromas. The air is alive with dried orange, chili flakes, and spicy black pepper. Each sip draws you deeper into the sensory journey. A touch of sea salt, tobacco, and white pepper adds a sophisticated depth, making each moment a memorable exploration of taste. Yeah. Whiskey Souls, Glasgow. Very smoky, very smoky. There's a little spiciness behind and a little sherry note, but dominantly it's smoky. can't smell anything behind that in the moment. Need some time for that. So probably I taste it first and then let the aromas arise more. Now there are these oranges. A little bit of black pepper, yes, some spiciness arises, and some saltiness from the sea. Yeah. Very long aftertaste. And it is said to be a mixture of ex-bourbon casks and ex-sherry casks. So, whenever you love smoky whiskey and would like to have a very old one, because the extreme smokiness converts with the years, with the oxidization through the breathing cask, through the porous walls, there's oxygen coming in and oxidizing those non-oxidized compounds, those phenols, those smoky aromas to more oxidized ones, which lead to more complex aromas. If you like that, and you like the more intense island style, not the Isle of Isla, but the islands, Isle of Mull in this particular case, then this one is the right one. This is massive. This is very, very smoky. In the back, a little bit of maltiness, but most is smokiness. Then there is the sherry notes, the dark fruitiness, oranges, dried oranges. So this is a whiskey, 18 years of age, and well, some grain whiskey with a lot younger, and this to a price of 72 euros and 90 cents. This is a bargain, but it is no single malt in the case of the words. Yeah. That's it for today. Catch you next time.